All right, so today's video, we're watching a Silver 2 tank on PC. They say, hey there, I'm a tank main, and I started playing Overwatch 2 a few months ago. Oh, this is cool. I think both of the spectators we did today are people like new to the game. They say, I've been hard stuck in Bronze 3 for 2 months, and finally with the rank reset, I got to Gold 5 and went on a big loss streak. I did a lot of dumb stuff in this match, and my team kept blaming me to swap off Doomfist because I was doing very bad. I think my team and I did pretty well. Okay, we got a different opinion here from both sides. Our Genji was a bit bad, and also did some dumb stuff like me. Okay. The opponents were very good, and that Torb turret was annoying. I had to use voice chat and tell my team to please break the Torb turret. I usually won't use voice chat because I'm way too introverted. No worries at all. I hope you have fun roasting my and my team's gameplay. For some reason, the enemy Ana kept giving nano to their brig. I have no idea what to expect with this game. This is everywhere, and we'll just see what happens. It also was on Rialto, which someone's fallen off the map, chat. It happens. Rialto is the map where it happens. When it will happen, I couldn't tell you, but someone's going off the map.
Doom awaits you below.
See? Guaranteed. I don't even have to think about it. It's Rialto. It just happens. Every time, this exact spot was. I was expecting to be the Doomfist because you know if the Doomfist misses the punch, the Doomfist is also going off the map. But you don't approach the bridge on Rialto at the start for that reason. Yeah, you gotta do what I do when you approach the bridge on Rialto, is take your time and then a random Pharah boop happens that you don't even see and you fall off the map anyway 15 seconds later. Yep, there it is. Okay. Took an extra 15 seconds or so than I expected, but there we go. Yep. And then there's someone else on the map. There we go. I wasn't joking. I've watched enough Rialto to know what to expect, okay? There's a reason why Rialto is called the content map for spectating. I can watch a Li Jiang all day long. For spectating, no one gets booped off the map. I get to Rialto, 5 people off the map in the first minute. What did the Diva do? I think Diva just flew into the... I don't even know. You know, heck it. I can rewind now. That sounded awful. Here we go. Let's might as well get different... Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's the Diva. Diva's on the high ground. This doesn't happen the way I think it does it? No. This doesn't happen the way I think it does. Oh, this happens the way I think it does. Yup, there it is. Telling you. This map. I'm telling you. Again, by the way, if you're that Diva player, we have all been there. I have fallen off the map there. It happens. Honestly, it's just a part of Overwatch is that at one point, you're probably going to fall off Rialto. It will happen, and it's okay. All right? Welcome to the club. Nice slam. Overcommitted there. I want to show you something here because you talk about how you're playing bad. I think mechanically you've been fine so far. Actually, I'll let it go through here. But like, I see it happen so much. Again, when you have a numbers advantage, it's okay to take an extra second. Why try to force a play there when your team just killed the Echo in the back line and you can just wait an extra second? 1 extra second, you get healed up, you go back in, you're in a much better spot. Instead, you get a kill, you go in, you trade, you feed, your team loses the team fight. Now, I'm not saying you're going to win the team fight if you don't feed there, but I think you definitely increase your chances there, right? Aw, looks like Brig was just catching a ride. Good idea not to go in there.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Yeah, that's Rialto. Listen, I don't mind this nano, although there you go, nice. Good kill, good DMAC, and I mean, listen, I got nothing for you on this one. I got nothing for you on that one. Okay, I think you need to take an extra half a second in between your plays, because I think right now you're rushing your plays, and I think that's causing moments like that. Heck, even take a 1/10 of a second, and I'm telling you, that's probably the make or break between you popping off there. Yep, sometimes you miss your punch. Yep, oh boy. Yep. Here we go. I'm telling you right now, by the way, if you just wait like an extra like 1/10 of a second on what you're doing, sometimes you're gonna pop off. Like right there, you're not really like taking the extra second to like shoot at the Doom. You're just like holding your mouse down, or at the Torb, that is. You're just like holding your mouse down. When you ended up falling off the map here on second point, a lot of it was because you just kept rushing your play and didn't take an extra second. I think sometimes you just need to take that extra, just give yourself, slow the gameplay down just a tad. Listen, I get the idea, but you can't be taking these. Listen, you gotta hit your punches consistently if you're gonna go for those risky right clicks, okay? All right. Now you said your Genji was making some bad plays like you were. I haven't seen your Genji dash into the water yet, so until I see that, I think you're in the lead. Okay, I need you to stop doing these long distance, like very, like you need to be accurate with these punches across the map punches, okay? Because so far, that's what's getting you killed. Chad, we got some good news. We're hitting 3rd point Rialto. You can't fall off the map here. Okay, you can if you push into their spawn. Okay?
The enemy turret. Take it out.
You can block that. Yep. Remember, chat, you can survive that. That's fine. That's to get an extra charge punch. Good play. Yeah, this dude doesn't go for a charge 27. Oh, there you go. Across. Oh, yep. Now you go in. Nice. Uh-oh. But we're running into the kryptonite of this Doomfist. Nice kills. There's water on the outside of the map. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my. Thankfully. That was looking rough. Good play, though. That was very well played. That is a play, by the way, and I want you to look at that right there. Without even realizing you took that very methodically and, like, you played that with a slow approach. That is why you're popping off. The times you're falling off the map or getting rolled is because you're rushing these plays. That's why I always tell people it's okay to take an extra second sometimes in this game. It's going to lead to good plays for you. And then you can clean up the rest of your mechanics as you go, and then you can increase that pace as you go. Like, you're overcommitting too much. Now, this one, I know you have your ult, so this is fine. Like, basically, your vision is you're going to go in, you're going to right-click, you're going to ult in, or you're going to ult out. I get it. I'm okay with this because you have a plan. At least I hope you have a plan. Okay, this was not the plan I was expecting out of you. I was kind of maybe thinking you're going to escape, but okay, you got a kill. I can see it now, by the way, chat. Will all of you please kill the Torb turret? Like, come on, I need help killing the Torb turret. Why won't you kill it? Dude, this is in the spawn doors of their spawn. No one can kill the damn Torb turret. Look it. No one's here. How can you expect your teammates to kill this Torb turret? Oh boy, these damn Torb turrets are getting at me. It's in their spawn doors. Oh, there we go. Oh man, look at that Torb turret. Well, I mean, could I run away from this area? Nope. Just go back to your team. Just go back to your team. There's no one's gonna help you with that Torb turret. Just go back. Absolutely nothing could have been done differently. Slow down your gameplay a second. I'm telling you, this is your problem right now. Yeah, you're right. He definitely did go back to his team. Yeah, it was the quicker path, right? Rather than just getting the charge punch and getting out, it was the 12 seconds and then plus more. Yeah, your problem is you don't slow your gameplay down, so you just constantly go in and you're constantly trying to keep the uptime. Again, this is stuff that you can like master over time and get better at, but you need to take a slow approach. You need to see why a play works, why a play doesn't. But if you keep just right-clicking in and going really fast, you're never going to be able to settle down and slow your play down. So that was not your best half, that's for sure, I would say. And you can see where like there'd be some frustration when you see your Doomfist fall off the map like 4 times or 3 times and also die to a Torb turret in the spawn doors of their spawn on second point. At a certain point, you got to know when to rail it back and realize, okay, like, mechanically, I can make these cool plays. Why don't I play around that type of strength rather than going into their spawn doors, right? Woo, what a round of Rialto. Listen, Rialto never fails to give us a good game. He said over under 1.5 on if they go off the map. Like, as in, like, how many people go off? We'll see. I don't know. I think they might have learned their mistakes from the first part of the map. See? Everybody, look at that. The Diva knew. Use cover. There's a cart. Use cover. Use cover. No, you don't have to just stand in front of him. Like, you did what you needed to do initially. Use cover. The cart can help you. Ooh, the angle wasn't quite there. Hopefully that Diva knows where the map is, because they might go off the map by just backing up. Wow, this has been so close to people going off the map, but so far. I think it's gonna happen. I think everybody got to cross the bridge. I think it's good. Nice play, nice punch. And again, do you notice the difference in your gameplay when you're patient? That right there is a perfect example of waiting for the right moment to make a play rather than just feeding in, right? That was a perfect moment. There we go. Okay. Somebody's off the map. It happened. It just happened in a different location. It's the same water, though, right? It's all connected, right? It's still all connected. What rank is this? Silver. Now, like right now, you're being patient. You see this? You can block. Okay. I guess you want to save your block. That's fine. I was saying you get a... Yeah, you can go in easily with that. Oh, that's an ult waiting to happen. Oh, they're just going back to spawn. Good job. Good play. Good patience there. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job. So they say the Genji did some things. I haven't really, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen what the Genji has done yet. That maybe it happens now at some point, like maybe like a bad blade or something. Or maybe they're just saying the Genji was in the backline with them, and that's like what they're saying, like, oh, my Genji's with me, then I don't know. So far, I haven't seen the Genji do too much. Good job recognizing the punch there, too. That is actually something I struggle with on Doomfist, is when you have a charge punch, you don't need to be as accurate. Like, think of it as like a Rhine shield, and I try to be too accurate, and then I kick a field goal. I end up going right through the uprights and missing everybody. When in reality, you don't need to be that accurate with it. Did you notice, by the way, chat, during that Torp turret? Again, patience. Did you notice how when the Doom right-clicked the Moira, it wasn't even close to the Moira, but because the range is increased on the charge punch? Yep, that's why the Moira got the ult interrupted. Wasn't even remotely close to the Moira, but was within range of where the charge punch increase is. That's why I always say it's very important not to charge Doomfist. Meanwhile, every time I see Doomfist, I charge Doomfist. But still, it's the thought that counts, right? Yeah, honestly, that was just the Junkrat rolled you. Pop your ult. Good job. I gotta pause for a second. You know what? You can tell when somebody's had their limit on Torp turrets, okay? All right? You can tell, like, this was a calculated Torp turret kill. Let's just rewind for a second, okay? This is calculated on this one, okay? This wasn't like, oh, I'm in range of a Torp turret and I kill it. Watch the ultimate. Chat. There is so many opportunities here to wipe this team, okay? But this Doomfist had enough. You know what? I could win this team fight. And I still might because I get nanoed by my Ana. But oh man, that Torp turret's really pissing me off. You don't look at this and go, oh yeah, like, you know, the turret was there. This was a direct, I am killing this Torp turret. No one else is gonna do it, I'll do it myself. All right, let's see what happens. Good nano by your teammate here too. Also, I want to point out to you, you mentioned about, like, how the Genji does some, like, stuff that you do. Your Genji going in with you is not the same as you falling off the map or solo ulting a Torp turret. Want to point that out. Like, you're going, yeah, but the Genji was with me, too. That is way different than what you're doing right now. All right, that Genji went in with Blade, kept the momentum, there was a tire, they got rolled. But, like, the Genji's with you because you're being aggressive. So, like, that's the difference there. And, you know, sometimes your aggression's good, and sometimes it's not as good. All right, back to the bridge again, chat. We're here again. Let's see what happens. Will somebody fall for it? There's no way somebody falls for this twice, right? There's no way it happens the second time, right? Ah, damn. Yeah, I think the map would be really easy if you could just push the card off the map. There, yeah, there, okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen. Dude, it's this map, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. Got a charge punch. You used it. You're backing up. You're playing it safe. All right, you're getting out. Moira's in your back line. Kill the Moira. Nope. You could shoot the Moira there, too. Okay. Yep, going for a punch on Ramattra. That was kind of lag. That looked laggy, didn't it? That was weird. Your teammate's with you. Ooh, charge punch on the bridge. Fortunately, it will block them there, but if that was me, I would have... See, if that was me, by the way, and I was like the Torb or something, I would have slid off this right here, flew up into the air to here, and fallen, like, right here.
It's go time.
There's the enemy turret. Take it out.
Yeah, but I do want to say, if there's one thing you need to work on, you definitely want to work on being a little bit more accurate with your punches. I think you miss more, like a little bit more than you would want with how much you overcommit to their backline. Thankfully, your teammates clutched the team fight. Nothing the other team could really do about that one. So, yep. Well, spamming the primary fire comes across as just being impatient with the whole kit in general, which is what has been kind of like my read this whole time. Is like, it's just a lot of impatient plays that lead to the results that we're seeing. All right, here you go. Can you win this game? Can you clutch it out? Will somebody go off the map on the bridge? Let's find out. I actually like that play. Jump. That's the problem. That right there is what I'm saying. And you might survive this and kill the soldier because they didn't pay attention, but that's what I'm saying where, like, everything was good there and then you missed that punch. You get away with it, but that's what you've been doing a lot this game, and that is where you could fall over right away, too. So, like, first step was correct, second step was a little bit more suspect. You got to be more accurate with those punches straight up if you're gonna go for those long range, like, if you miss, you're in the middle of their team type of punches. So, good aggression, though, here. Good job. Pretty good attack so far. Go in and slam. Yep. That Junkrat didn't want to go back to the spawn. They wanted to stay in that little small hallway against the whole team. That was the decision. I don't think your team should lose this based off of what I'm seeing, but who knows with the way this game's been going. Okay. Teammates committing ults. Should be good. I mean, I don't see where their team comes back from this game. I think you just win. Unless, like, this Junkrat randomly kills 5 or something, you should have this, right? Yeah, you're good.
60 seconds.
All right. Pretty clean attack. No one fell off the map, too. So just to kind of like talk about this very quickly, you have good moments. You have great pop-off moments. The problem is that you're very impatient with your play. So what happens is that you never give your time to settle. And I'm starting to give more advice on this one because I see it. You have 2 things to work on. One, I want you to take an extra second, half a second, 1/10 of a second, sometimes before you make your next play, to give it time just to settle, see where your easier plays are going to be, rather than just slamming in. And someone mentioned earlier, you just kind of spam your shots. You don't give time. You kind of just hold your button down, and that will make you run out of ammo. That will make it so when you go to make a play, it won't be as effective. Things like that is what I'm getting at, right? So what I would like to see improved is that part. Number 2, you gotta, like, if you're gonna go for long range punches, you have to be more accurate with them. So you have 2 options. You find ways to position yourself to be a little bit closer to fit your play style more, to where you can get these close range punches that seem to be effective, or you go and practice those long range punches so you're missing way less of them. Those are what get you killed a lot of the time, is when you overcommit to like a team fight. And I want to see way less of that, all right? You improve on those, I think you're going to climb, because there was a lot of good mechanical stuff that we saw, but those 2 things that we mentioned with like the patience, the holding your button down, and then also those long-range punches, you minimize on some of that, you're going to see huge improvements really fast, because there are some good plays here that you can pick up off of and keep with, okay? So you can do this, all right? You got this. You absolutely got this. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all the YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment, all of it helps. If you want to submit your own Spectating, my description has my Discord. That's where you do that. We also record these live on stream, which chat below the webcam. Also stream on YouTube. Stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.